Guys, welcome back to the Lifted podcast. To start this episode, if you're not watching and you're listening, we're going to eat an edible together. You don't have to, but I'm gonna. So cheers. That's so good. I hope you guys can't hear me chewing. That's so weird. Let me get some water. Okay, so welcome back to another Yap session. We have a couple things to talk about, and some of them are important, I guess. I didn't know they were as important as they are, but I've had a couple girls ask, and I'm like, I feel like I need to explain myself. And also, if I'm looking or feeling or sounding like I'm a little bit under the weather, to be honest, you guys, I'm just having a really low day. And like, I genuinely thought about filming this podcast and I was going to film it yesterday, but I didn't have time. And then today I was like, the last thing that I want to do is film a podcast or record a podcast. But you know what? We fucking have to. Like, we literally, I think, gone are the days when we hide our emotions, you guys. I think it's like, it is okay to be sad sometimes. Like, I feel like I'm always trying to be as positive as possible. And don't get me wrong, I'm usually a very fucking positive person, very happy person. But some days, like, we just are all allowed to have our days. And so we're going to yap together. And maybe a yap sesh is exactly what I need. So let's get fucking into it. Yeah, a while ago actually, I had this girl on my Snapchat and she sent me this message and she's like, "Oh, I was watching your Snapchats and you just seem a little sad." I never mentioned that I was sad or like upset or whatever. And she was like, "You just seem a little sad." So like, I'm not trying to like impose or anything, but I'm just sending you like love if you are feeling sad. And I was like, it was really such a nice thing for someone to reach out and just say that, like if she noticed. But I didn't feel sad that day. So I was like, now I'm confused. Like, am I giving off these like sad vibes? Second, I don't know. Like, I feel like it's a really nice gesture and stuff for someone to reach out like that. But it made me feel kind of like, oh, am I sad? But I don't think I'm sad. And then I was like, I kind of took, I kind of like stepped back for a second and I was like, first of all, people can think whatever they want. Second, if someone thinks maybe you're feeling sad or whatever, like maybe that's just what they're getting from you. I'm not even really sure where I'm going with how I'm explaining this, but it made me think like, why do I feel so weird about being sad though? Like it is okay to be upset. It's okay to have low days. And it's almost like we make it, as soon as we have like one low day, we're all like, holy fucking shit, my life is ending. But like, that's genuinely not what's happening. And so I don't know. I feel like I'm not even sure what I feel, but I really had to express that, you guys, because I also, even today, was like, oh my God, I feel so sad. Like, maybe I shouldn't do a podcast and maybe I should just like not be on socials and not put my life out there and, you know, not talk about anything. And then I thought about it and I was like, bitch, you are always happy, always, and you're always positive. Can you not just like have one day when maybe you spend less time on socials or maybe I don't even know, but why is it this thing where I'm like scared to be sad? It's weird. Anywho, I have notes, so I will be on my phone if you guys are watching. But what I've actually liked to do recently is write down things that maybe I'm feeling or thinking about throughout the week. And I just want to share them. Like, it's something that I just want to talk about. Maybe some girls can relate. Maybe you can't relate at all. But I feel like if I could share some of my things with you, and this is what this podcast has always been about, talking about struggles or talking about things that we're going through in order to just relate to each other. Because it's, I don't know, it kind of helps us feel less alone. And I think that the world is so lonely right now. You guys, we're going through like a lonely epidemic or some shit like that. I don't know what you call it, but it's not good, I guess. And so many people are spending so much time online. And yeah, I really just like, yeah, anyway, okay, Elise, just like move past that. Let's continue. Let's talk about what we need to talk about. So, first thing I wanted to talk about is I used to have an assistant named Aubrey. We love Aubrey, okay? We still love her. She's great. You guys, lots of you guys know her. Lots of you guys have seen her in the content. Lots of you guys have seen her on my Snapchat. Lots of you guys probably personally know Aubrey. We love Aubrey, okay? For a while, we were working on the tour together. Well, for like months. Aubrey helped so much with the tour. I actually can't even explain how much she helped. Like, it was insane. It helped me so much because I also had to worry about the other stuff going on with the business. The tour, if you guys don't know, we did a lifted tour, is what we called it. And a lifted coast to coast tour is what it was called. It was 8 major cities, any recreational cities. We would go sesh with the girls, hang out, and then we do some sort of active or wellness thing. We had like sound baths, yoga, fitness. However, halfway through the tour, not even halfway, we got to 2 cities out of the 8. And we had things happen that just made me uncomfortable coming into the US. And yeah, I made the decision, nobody else. It was my decision to cancel the tour. Now, I had most of the girls support this decision, most of you, which I love you. Thank you. Honestly, I feel like it's still like traumatizing for me to talk about, which is why I have avoided this fucking topic for the longest time. Okay. I feel like maybe that's why I'm avoiding making this podcast, because I knew this was one of the topics and I'm like kind of nervous to talk about it. I don't know. So I had shared what I was comfortable sharing on the Lifted page, was just what happened in the tour. I made the decision to cancel. There was a lot with the cancellation, okay? First of all, we didn't have to, we chose to get on a call with all of our sponsors, anyone that supported us, whether they were giving us venues, whether they helped us in any way, literally everyone that was involved in this tour. We hopped on a video call, and yeah, we obviously told them what happened. We told them what we had to do. And everyone was hella supportive. So literally, thank you guys so much, because it was already such a hard decision. And it was already something that just obviously we didn't want to do. But yeah, anyway, so we canceled that after the second stop. So we managed to go to Denver. Oh my God, Denver was so fun, you guys. Then we went to KC, Kansas City, and it was so much fun. Like, I'm so upset that we had to cancel, and I'm so upset that all of that stuff happened, but things happen, we move forward. Anyways, when I had canceled the tour, Aubrey was nothing but supportive. Like, genuinely, she supported every decision that I made with the business. She was always there for me when I needed someone to be there. She also just helped with so much stuff with Lifted. So after I had canceled the tour, it was about like 2 weeks later, and Aubrey decided she didn't want to work with Lifted anymore, which I low-key knew that was going to happen after I made that decision. I didn't know, but I kind of had to accept the fact that making this decision was going to affect a lot of people. Like, a lot of people, whether it was our business partnerships, whether it was people that had bought tickets and were upset that they weren't going to the tour, Aubrey for working so hard on the tour. So I kind of just had to accept that whatever was going to happen was going to happen. And that's okay. Like, it genuinely is. And I think that I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So anyways, 2 weeks later, Aubrey had just mentioned that she didn't want to do it anymore. Like it was almost just getting too, I don't want to speak for her, but yeah, I'm actually not going to speak for her at all. To be honest, what I understood from why she left is she was moving somewhere new. She wanted just a little bit more of a slower life. And I think that Lifted was not that vibe. I think that, especially with everything going on with Lifted, as much as, even myself, like, even if I wanted a slower life, like, it's still a business and it still requires a lot of work. So, yeah, I feel like everyone kind of came at me the other day on Snapchat and was like, "Where's Aubrey been?" Like all this stuff. And I really genuinely just wanted to explain that to you guys. Like there was nothing that like dramatically happened between us, or there's nothing like, yeah, it like I mean there I don't even know what to say, but I we still respect Aubrey. We're still friends. Like Aubrey's amazing. But sometimes you just have to part ways, and that is fine. I have not hired another assistant yet. I am kind of like, I feel like I found my feet since the tour, but I feel like I could find my feet a little bit more. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I just want to be in this space of I know exactly what I need done, and know exactly where I need someone. And so far, I don't need that. So, yeah, I've had a lot of girls reach out and kind of almost like pre-apply for the position as soon as they heard that Aubrey wasn't here. And I'm like, whoa, 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 guys, sit down. We're not ready. We are not ready. But I will let you guys know if anything happens, or, if I need some assistance. Yeah, okay. Anyways, that was one topic that I really genuinely just wanted to cover today. I am saving my rave episode for, I think, the next episode, because I really, okay, you guys have asked a lot of questions about raves and about like why I go to festivals, and I don't know, I think there's a lot of people that haven't been like me literally last year. And so I really want to share my like rave, literally my whole story. Like from the moment I got into them, how I got into them, and like being introduced to like Plur and just like everything within raves and festivals and just like the culture of it, because I really feel like I quickly got into it. And as soon as I heard about the rave culture, I was like, this is where I want to be. So I do want to do a whole episode on that. I'm not doing that right now though. But you know what I do want to talk about? Yo, I don't know why, and this is not going anywhere. I know it because I feel this every couple months. I just feel like I always go through this time, and so many other content creators will probably relate to this, where I'm sharing so much like of my life, or just like putting so much of everything that I'm doing online, that some days I'm like, I don't fucking want to put anything online. Like, I want to take everything down. I want to take my phone and throw it in the ocean. Yeah, I don't even live by the ocean. I'll throw it in a lake, okay? And I want to delete all my accounts, and I just want to be like this hermit. But then I know the next day I'll download it again. But does anyone like, I feel like there's so many people that are really not resenting social media. I think there's so many good aspects of social media, but I do think since they've changed the algorithms to be showing you less of your friends, so it's less of a social media network, it is now more just marketing and selling things and showing you things that you're interested in so that you buy more shit. It is literally taking everything that you are fucking interested in so that you buy more of that stuff. And it's scary because, not scary, but it is not cool because sometimes I'm like, ooh, it's scary. No, it's just not cool. Because sometimes we're spending so much like of our time, I feel, on scrolling. I really like to listen to this podcast. And they were talking, everyone is just like endlessly doom scrolling right now. Like, you go anywhere in public and look up, and everyone is just like on their phones swiping up. It is crazy. It is crazy. Tell me it's not true. Literally, if you're listening to this in public right now, look at how many people are on their phones around you. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. You guys. You guys. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of girlfriends. Not a lot, but enough. And most of them are really close. Like, most of my girlfriends are so close. But I do feel right now that I'm missing like one. Why did I think that someone was coming through my door? I'm like, who is this? I am missing one single girl to come be crazy with me. I just need one girl that I really fucking vibe with, that we can be crazy together. I feel like all my friends right now are in relationships, and I don't know what this is. And tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of girls that are in relationships, like, they're spending so much time with their boyfriend that they like don't spend time with their girlfriends. I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I was this girl. So like, can relate. But now that I've been single for so long and I'm like so happy being alone, I do still want like one, like someone that I can just call. Like, where's all of our whimsy gone? You know? Like, I want someone I can call up last minute and be like, bitch, we are going out tonight. Or we are, going to see sunset or something. I think this is why so many girls hang out with so many guys all the time. Because guys, a lot of times you can just call them and be like, do you want to go do this? And they're like, sure. Why can't girls be like that? Where, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be asking why. Maybe I should be like, where are all my girls that do that? Where are all the girls that that your friend, if you were friends with someone, they could call you at any point and your answer will be yes. Like, it will be yes. I don't have anyone like that right now. And I'm like, am I that one? Because I feel like I say yes to everything. I'm like, am I the one that is doing that? I think so. Where are my girls at? I actually saw this reel. Was it this week? I think so. And this girl said, we need to start bringing back showing up for our friends. Like, we have gotten so comfortable with setting boundaries. Don't get me wrong, you should set boundaries. You should have boundaries around whatever you need to have boundaries around. For instance, I have boundaries around like, you guys, I will say no to things when I really know that I will not have a good time. If someone asked, oh, here. If somebody asked me to go to the movies, I'd be like, no, because I don't want to do that. It's not something I want to do. If someone called me up and said they wanted to go on a hike, I would say yes, absolutely. Just know what you want to do. However, if your friend is having a birthday and she wants to fucking go to the movies, bitch, go to the movies. Like, where I feel like we have become so comfortable with saying no and setting boundaries and being selfish. And don't get me wrong, the queen of being selfish, okay? but then I brought this up to my friend and I said, I am so selfish. And she said, you are the least selfish person that I know. Like, you are the most selfless person that I know. Why are you calling yourself selfish? And I said, because like, there's so many times that I won't do things and, and she's like, yeah, because you don't want to. That doesn't mean that you wouldn't show up for your friends or show up when you need to show up. Like, maybe I don't ask for help enough. Maybe it's my problem. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm not calling my friends enough or something. I'm not sure. But we need to be a little bit careful, I think, about where our boundaries sit and how we're showing up for people and if we're showing up for people. Like, what was that reel that I saw a while ago that was we need to start inconveniencing ourselves for our friends. If your friend asks for a ride from the airport or is coming back from a trip, say, hey, do you need a ride from the airport? When are you coming back? Dude, can we start doing that? Like, I feel like this world would be so much better if we started giving again. I do think that people are a little bit stuck in their heads right now. Maybe it's just Canada. Yo, my neighbor has the biggest fucking Canada flag right now outside on their deck. I was like, ooh, maybe it's because we're in Canada. No, I do feel this. Like, we just have to start giving again and putting ourselves out there and being like, okay, if my friend is coming back from a trip or if my friend, let's just start showing up for our friends again. Can we do that as girls, as women? Girlhood only works if we do that shit. Girlhood only fucking works if we do that. Anyway. Anyway. Okay, we need to continue on. We need to continue on with what we're continuing on with. You know what my girlhood consists of right now? So I'm going to tell you, I guess, a couple ways that I've been prioritizing my girlhood. Oh my God, this is like the best thing I could talk about right now because I feel like this is the era that I'm in. So when I'm prioritizing my girlhood, is what we'll call it, things that I'm doing are, number one, I feel like so for instance, today I was feeling quite low, very low actually. Not sure why. I feel like maybe hormones or something, just wasn't feeling very good. Still not. And the first thing that I thought was like, okay, what would make me feel better? Like, what? Not even what. I was like, who? Like, we are still human, and humans are social beings. So as much as we want to like deny that and like sit in our own space and whatever, I was like, who can I message? Like, who can I call? Who can I message? And I have this one girl in Phoenix, and we are like so tight, you guys. I don't know how it happened. It happened so fucking quickly. And I messaged her right away. And I said, because I kind of sometimes go through my list of friends and I'm like, well, that one has a boyfriend and is working right now, so probably won't talk, or this one, or you call them and they don't pick up. And yeah, maybe that hurts me a little bit. Oh, ooh, you guys, I think we're opening something on this podcast. Oh my God, don't cry, Elise. I guess maybe like that is kind of, yeah. So anyway, I messaged her and I told her, I was like, dude, I'm just having like a bit of a lower day. Like, I just feel like maybe it's my hormones. Maybe it is, could be anything. Could be literally anything. And maybe it's just a fucking day. Maybe I'm just not having a great day. I message her. I tell her this. She messages me back and she's like, dude, same. I don't know what happened this morning. I woke up and I felt like I was in a mood. I pulled my tarot cards. That made me feel a little bit better, but essentially we're both kind of in a mood. And I don't know why, but as soon as we talked and we kind of chatted back and forth for a minute, and I just feel like we just that small interaction, I was like, wow, like this kind of made me feel better. Like it almost made me feel like, okay, I'm not alone in feeling this. Like we all need those friends. I hope that you guys have those friends. If you don't, you better be in the fucking app messaging us, because those are the friends as well. I feel like having the app group chat and the Snapchat group chat has just given us girls like that girlhood feel, you know? Yeah, so anyways, when I'm feeling low, I will find one of my girls to message. When I used to feel low, I would run to one of my boyfriends, or not one of them. It's not like I was dating like multiple, you guys. It's not what I'm saying. I'm literally saying that I would like run to my boyfriend or whoever I was with and expect them to do something. But like, first of all, I just feel like there is a difference between running to a girl and running to a guy. You will get a different response. And as a girl, and kind of digging into my girlhood, the last thing I want is a guy's comfort. Sorry, you guys don't help. I'm sorry, but most of the time you don't know what to say, you don't really understand, or you take it too seriously and you're like, how can I fix the problem? I don't want my problem fixed. I don't want my fucking problem fixed. I just want you to sulk with me, be sad with me, complain with me, you know? Most of the time, you guys, I hate to break it to you, guys are not going to do that for you. And that's what I'm learning. I feel like there are different roles in your life. Men are there to protect and provide, and everyone's going to fucking hate me when I say this, but a lot of times, like, that's just reality. And then girls are going to be fucking nurturing, which is what we need in those times. Like, yeah, that was a big rant. So that is something that I'm doing to just protect my girlhood, protect my girls, but lean on my girls a little bit more. Like lean on them rather than leaning on the men in my life, because I don't want to sit and complain with a man. Sorry, you guys don't like it. Just, it's not worth the conversation. It isn't. Sometimes, maybe, yes. Most of the time, usually not. Okay. Men have a certain role in your life, and I do believe that women have a different role. I just think that that's how it is. I feel better when I rant to girls rather than ranting to men. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, another thing that I'm doing to just grow and build my girlhood is actively doing more things with girls in my day-to-day, not just on social media. I am actively saying yes to things, even if it scares me, and putting myself out there, inviting more girls to things. When I do photo shoots, I want new models and I want new girls because I want to meet more girls. I want different people wearing my clothing. I want different people in my life, and I want to like connect with different people because it's actually really fun. Another thing, when I go out, so say I'm at a show or a rave or a festival, whatever I'm at, okay, I will actively just be out there either complimenting girls because sometimes these outfits and just like how, oh my God, this one girl I saw this weekend, we saw each other in the bathroom and both of us, our jaws just dropped at each other. It was so funny at the same fucking time. And then every single time we saw each other that night, it was like, oh my God, it's this hot bitch. Hi. Became best friends, okay? Honestly, just get out of your comfort zone and compliment someone. It literally will build your friendship. It's crazy. We love the girls' bathroom. When I go out, it's my favorite place. It is my favorite place because I'm like, this is where I meet everyone. You guys are cool. Um, like a couple weekends ago, I met these two girls, and literally both of us were like, it's hard to find baddies that aren't just like bitches. Like, we literally met each other and we were like, baddies, just like girls, hot girls that aren't rude. Hi, hi. Because you guys kind of like understand. It's just such a vibe. Anyways, um, one more thing that I'm doing to like protect and grow my girlhood is being really fucking vulnerable. Like, hella vulnerable. Okay. I never used to ask for help. Ever. Ever. I was scared of it. I would do everything by myself. Everything. And like, because I had anxiety and I didn't want to ask anyone. Now, I will message my girls, or like, sometimes you guys just have to get yourself, like, okay, I think about the way that one of my friends started talking to me. And this is, I think, why our friendship grew so well and just so like quickly almost. Um, she texted me all the time. I didn't text first half the time. Like, and she started FaceTiming me. Whenever she had stuff happen, she would just FaceTime. And I didn't FaceTime that much back then. Um, but when we started FaceTiming, it was like we could rant together, hang out together. But you almost, if you want to make girlfriends and grow this like girlhood vibe, you have to fucking put yourself out there. FaceTime your friends, FaceTime your new friends if you want to, or call them. It really like, you almost have to force it. Like, I hate to say that, but sometimes you actually have to force yourself to invite people, to call people, to just build that fucking relationship. It's going to be annoying at the beginning, but I think we've lost this like skill to build friends or to make friends. Um, and having like a girl group, I don't really want it to call it a group. That girl, just that like sisterhood, girlhood, the vibes. Like, it can be hard to build, but once you have it, guys, it is so healing. Like, I'm thinking about today and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm having just like, I'm sure you guys have noticed through this episode, like, I'm just not in the greatest mood. And I don't know why. I don't really understand. And just knowing that I could, like, even after this episode, like, FaceTime one of my friends and just like yap for a second, or, Snapchat them and like kind of just have that conversation helps, because you just feel a little bit less alone. So, yeah, I think this episode was all over the place. It was almost like I was going to say this episode is brought to you by. No, guys, we don't have sponsors yet. Don't really want to bombard you guys with ads yet. Not yet. Don't worry. I got your back. But yeah, I honestly, there was a couple things that I really wanted to talk about. The girlhood vibe, I think, really needed to be talked about, because Lifted is such Lifted is such a fucking girlhood. It is like the definition of girlhood. Okay? And we're so accepting of so many different people, girls. We market ourselves to be cannabis users a lot of the time. However, there is just so many, like, you don't have to do that in order to be a part of Lifted. It is just a really chill and accepting and non-judgmental girlhood group, I guess you could call it. I don't know. Girl needs water. But Yeah, I feel like I could yap forever now. I think the edible has hit. That's why. That's exactly why. As soon as the edible hits, I am like Chatty McChatterton. Everyone's like, edibles just knock me out. I'm like, no, no, no. They do not. Not for me. They're so different for everyone. Um, yeah, but I, yeah, I think I want to end this episode there and just say, like, put yourselves out there a little bit more, you guys. I think we are all a little bit scared of a lot of things ever since COVID, I believe. And the more new things that you do and the more new people that you meet, just keep reminding yourself that you are social. Like you are a social being. I know a lot of us don't want to be, but a lot of times you force yourself into those situations and you're like, oh, that was way better than I thought. So, anyways, I love you guys. I hope you have a good week. And I can't wait for our next Yap session. Bye, guys.